Today's lesson is on the relationship between place values. I can recognize the relationship between adjacent digits in a multi-digit number. Adjacent means side by side. I will be able to explain a digit in one place represents 10 times what the number immediately to its right is. A quick review: multiply by 10, add a 0 to the end. Here's an example. 2 times 10 equals 20. We have our 2, we add 1 0 to the end for 20. 5 times 10, add a 0 to the end, 50. 8 times 10, add a 0 to the end, 80. It's 10 times more. 80 is 10 times more than 8. If we have two digits, 20 times 10, our number we start with is 20. We're going to add one digit to the end, a 0, and we have 200. 50 times 10, we add a 0 to the end, and we get 500. 80 times 10, we add 1 0 to the end, and it is 800. 80 and 800 are 10 times more. So 20 is 10 times less than 200. 50 is 10 times less than 500. 80 is 10 times less than 800, so it's 10 times less. This works the same for multiplying by 100, but 100 has two zeros, so multiply by 100, add 2 zeros to the end. So 2 times 100, add 2 zeros, you get 200. 5 times 100, add 2 zeros, 500. 8 times 100, add 2 zeros, 800. It's 100 times more. This is our place value chart that we learned about in lesson 1. So if you look at the ones and the tens and the hundreds are all in the ones period. Let's look at the tens and hundreds place value right now. If those are adjacent, side by side, if they have the same digit, that would mean that one is 10 times more than the next one. That works for all of the place value columns. If they have the same digit, the digit number 4, or a digit number 3, so you have either 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 1s, as long as they are the same number, it is 10 times more or 10 times less, depending on the column you're looking at. If you liked the table in lesson 1, it's the same with the table. It would be the columns that are side by side, even if it's separated by that comma. The columns or place values that are side by side have a difference of 10 times the value. You have seen place value blocks before. When we have 1 here, this is our 100 place value. This represents 1,000 of our place value. Our first one, we have 100, so all we would have is 100. If we have 2 of them, we now have 200. 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. So if we have 100 place value blocks and we have 10 of them, we have 1,000 place value. So since we have two 4s side by side, those are adjacent numbers. That means that the 4s are 10 times the difference. So 400 is 10 times less than 4,000. 4,000 is 10 times more than 400.